There was a book recently released by the son of Gene Tunney, the boxer, detailing his friendship, his father's friendship, I should say, the boxer, with George Bernard Shaw, trying to soften his image a bit. Also, there was a commercial this morning, just a little while ago, I saw for the first time. Monopoly has an edition that is cashless, and your kids will love it.
Well, they've got to swipe a card, right?
Yep.
And they've all got little numbers they enter. I mean, I haven't seen that new Monopoly, but I go to Target. My children beg for the games. We play games, many times a week, different board games, and it's all credit cards, how to shop, how to be cashless. I mean, I just see it everywhere. Tell me about Monopoly.
Okay, yeah, basically it looked like an old type of calculator, and you could put your card and like the other person's card if they land on one of your properties that has a hotel in it, and just transfer the money that way.
Well, they've been running worldwide in Europe, the U.S., and Asia ads saying cash is dirty, cash gives you bacteria, and we need to get rid of it. And most schools, they don't let you use cash. You've got a thumb scan to buy and sell, so they're certainly training us for that.
Absolutely. Also, just one book I'd like to recommend to you if you're not already familiar with it. It's called The Perestroika Deception by Anatoly Golitsyn, who is a KGB defector.
Yes, I have read the book.
Excellent book.
Is he still alive?
I'm not sure.
Guys, if Anatoly Golitsyn is still alive, I believe I interviewed him about 13, 14 years ago. I want to get him on. Thank you so much, Bill. Anatoly Golitsyn. Let's talk to Eric in New York. Eric, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex. It's good to call you for the first time. I've been listening for about 2 months. My friend told me about you. He also is always just telling me about the fluoride and the high fructose corn syrup and aspartame. But one question I have two questions. One question I have is the milk. It says homogeneized and pasteurized. I want to know what milk would I want to buy to make sure it's not.
It is extremely hard to get non-homogenized milk. And because in the last decade there's been a big push and small farms started producing fresh milk and selling it fresh the day that they made it, and it lasts for more than a week, there was literally no health problems that I've ever seen in the news recorded from it. But the government sends SWAT teams in. Every month I see articles about SWAT teams. They have undercover agents. They go in, they buy the milk. The people aren't hiding, they're doing it. It's not even really illegal if you do it to a club, a private club that people sign up as part of the collective or a group to get it, but they don't care. In fact, that's been in the news this month that they're raiding and arresting people and fining people when there's no law being violated. But going back about 65 years ago on average, depending on the state, the big mega dairies, big agribusiness was just getting going. They lobbied, ran public service announcements, demonizing fresh, real milk and saying it's much healthier if we take the milk, heat it up to over 300 degrees, basically boil the milk, and then once they have boiled the milk, once they've done that, then they can ship it out and it lasts longer. But here's the issue. It's no longer milk. All milk, mammal milk, has colostrum. Now, when the female first starts producing, whether it's rats, pigs, humans, cows, it doesn't matter, it's almost pure vaccine, natural vaccine. Every immunity that the mother had, and that her 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 mother had, right back into the Stone Age, is transferred, whether it's rats, otters, seals, blue whales, they all feed their young with milk. That's mammals. Mammals have hair. Even whales have little stubble of hair. They have milk. They gestate their young. These are some of the main things that signify mammals. And women have breasts. I know you know this, but for some listeners, I'm not kidding. Breasts are mammary glands, and they're designed for our species to give milk to our babies. And it's the same thing with cows. But the reason they lobbied was they wanted to give drugs to the cows. They wanted the cows to produce double what they naturally could in some cases. Then the cows have blood in their milk, pus in their milk, cow manure can get into the milk, and they don't have to then shut down the whole batch. They can then just boil it, kill the bacteria, and you're basically buying pus and blood and mixed in with thin milk. And so then they deliver that to you, and all the major medical studies show that it is a horrible, heart-clogging sludge that is just deadly to the body. Now, natural milk, the studies show, is the opposite. It's actually cleansing and full of natural vaccines, full of natural immunity. And the studies show, just like studies show, having a dog means you have higher immunity because you don't normally get zoological diseases that animals have, but they pass on some of that learned immunity to you. And so, bottom line, what we call milk is not milk. Just like they want to radiate the beef, they spray viruses, live viruses on most of the meat to, quote, kill bacteria. Instead of making sure the meat's clean, they just spray a virus on it, a type of vaccine. Stay there. I want to finish making sure I answer your question, Eric, then John, Brian, Steve, Ed, and others. So big agribusiness took over so they could sell you blood and pus. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Global meltdowns, massive unemployment, endless wars, a new currency crisis, financially and morally bankrupt. A great and terrible storm is approaching. So what's the best way to get ready, to get prepared for hard times ahead? Introducing Off the Grid News, a weekly newsletter for independent patriots who want practical advice on how to survive and prosper in an increasingly dangerous world. It's the best way to get a black belt in emergency preparedness, survival skills, and off-the-grid living. Off the Grid News is fiercely independent, all about self-reliance and packed with helpful information on survival gardening, food preparation, alternative energy, herbal medicines, privacy and security, as well as God, gold, and guns, with absolutely no apologies. And the best part, this $100 a year service is now free of charge for our listeners. That's right, free for our listeners who sign up at offthegridnews.com. That's offthegridnews.com. You can sign up free at offthegridnews.com. offthegridnews.com.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
As gardeners, we can all relate.
What do you do with all of the excess food that you grow?
Freezing or canning may have been the process you've used, but the good folks at Excalibur Dehydrator have a healthy alternative to preserve the fruits of your labor. The Excalibur Dehydrator will help you preserve your fruits and vegetables quickly and easily, so you don't have to worry about premature spoiling. You can also use your Excalibur Dehydrator year-round to make delicious jerky. And the best part? The foods you dehydrate are free from excess additives, salt, and preservatives, and that's something we can all do without. To learn more and to order your very own Excalibur Dehydrator, visit drying123.com and see how the Excalibur Dehydrator can help you preserve your favorite foods.
Mention coupon code GCN and receive a free book on how to preserve your foods.
Again, that's drying123.com, drying123.com, or call 1-800-875-4254. That's 1-800-875-4254 today.
You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time.
Our entire environment is being taken over. A few months ago, I ordered a pizza for the crew, a couple pizzas, and the crushed red pepper said radiated for your safety. Destroys the food value. And it allows bacteria and other things to be on it for it to basically be unclean. And the radiation doesn't even knock out all the viruses, and they still pass it on to you. And every time I mention the fact here on air that they spray viruses on most meats now, people think I'm joking. So let's just do it on air right now. Viral spray to be put on meats. And you'll get 5-year-old articles when they approved it. And now thousands and thousands of meat products, you can pull it up, have a vaccine. They create it in vaccine laboratories, and it's a vaccine, basically, except normally a vaccine would create an immunity. This is a bio attack where they spray viruses. In Latin, it translates to bacteria-eating virus. But then in those tanks, it's shown other viruses end up growing. And then you've got the growth matter they're using to grow the viruses on. And so they're taking over our food, taking over our environment, taking over with the GMO crops. There's ABC News, viral meat spray, advancing food safety, FDA OKs, virus cocktail to keep cold cuts clean, 2006. Okay, I said 5 years ago, I'm wrong, 4 years ago. That's why I like them to keep me honest. I always want to test my memory here on air. I said it was $1 million fines now for unauthorized garage sales federally. Federal jurisdiction over garage sales. We pulled up the AP and Fox News. I apologize. It's $15 million fine. See, that it's normally worse than what my memory... I mean, your brain tends to downgrade things that it can't believe. Does that answer your question, Eric, about the homogenized milk? It's basically liquid cheese.
Yes, most definitely. I'm definitely glad to receive so much information from you. And so you're just basically saying I will not be able to get any pure milk. And second, my last question is, I heard you speak about like the next level that we could take, humans could take, like probably stop doing all this bad stuff and take the humans to the next level. So I just want you to see, I'm just curious what you think is the next level that humans could go to if we do succeed in doing good things.
Well, God bless you. I appreciate those questions. By the next level, we've got the next level of sanitation, the next level of technology, the next level of mathematics. But we need a next level in good people realizing their inherent duty to actively oppose corruption. We've had many giant leaps forward, but the greatest was 1776. It wasn't a perfect experiment. The media demonizes it. But it was those ideas that began to resist tribalism and racism and the collectivized systems that the ultra-wealthy created. And out of it, the greatest civilization and the greatest wealth and the greatest renaissance of technology and ideas that we've ever seen grew from that. And so the next level is going through this great time of degeneration and decadence. You know, the media is selling the idea that because society's degenerating, because they've destroyed the principles of liberty and freedom and self-sufficiency, that the answer is tyranny to fix degeneration. But we know tyranny is the main engine of decadence and corruption. And so the next level is, if we survive this development process we're going through now, is not forgetting the lessons of history and humanity surviving this technological terror that we are basically living in. It's realizing that technology is a double-edged sword and that the prime mission of the species is to build and create and expand and learn and explore. We're going to come back with the next hour, go right back to your call. Stay with us, back in 70 seconds.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about Cal-Ben 5-star soaps for years. This is an American-made product of the highest quality and compares to nothing you will find in stores. You can buy factory direct, shipped via UPS right to your door. Check them out on the web at 5starsoap.com or call 800-340-7091. Take my word for it. Once you've used pure soap, you won't buy anything else. Since 1947, Cal-Ben Soap Company has been showing consumers that soap can be tough on dirt and gentle on the environment. Buy American and stay clean, as well as support InfoWars. Visit 5starsoap.com today or call 1-800-340-7091. Well, Marty, what do you have to say?
As founder and owner for over 63 years, satisfaction is guaranteed or double your dirt back. Call us at 1-800-340-7091 for a free catalog or visit our website, 5starsoap.com. Thank you.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones.